Hi, I'm Mike with US Fitness Products, and I want to go through today how to lubricate the guide rods on your strength equipment. First, let me start by saying, if everything feels smooth, do not lubricate them. Lubricating the guide rods can just attract dust and dirt, which means then you need to lubricate it more often. The reason you would lubricate these is when you're releasing from the exercise and the stack is coming down, especially on a light stack. Say if you've only got like 20, 30, 10 pounds on it. If you feel that hear it shuddering, vibrating as it comes down, that's a sure sign you need to lubricate the guide rods. There's two methods for doing this, and I only covered this so you realize it's silicone spray. I prefer the type with the nozzle, so that way you get more direct when you go to apply the silicone. We'll start with the silicone spray. This is the easiest way to do it. It's the fastest, but it doesn't last as long. I always use a paper towel on the back side of the guide rods and just spray on the guide rod as I go up. Then just lightly wipe it in. Do the same for the other side, and you're done. The other most preferred method is this product, and I'll have links below for both products. This one is a little bit messier, but it lasts much longer. I just wipe some on a paper towel, rub it into the guide rods, and that's it. And this is one of those things you do as needed. Another style weight stack you may have is where the guide rods are closed in like this model. You can try and get the lube on there and wipe up inside as far as you can. That can be very difficult. Many times the best way to go is to spray lubricant and just aim it at the guide rods. You don't want to overspray it, but you want to make sure you cover the guide rods. Do that on each side. Another type of bearing you may have on your strength equipment is called a linear bearing, and you can actually hear how a linear bearing sounds. If one of these bearings goes out, and there's normally four, two on this side, two on the opposite side. If one of these bearings goes out, it will score a line right into the guide rod. So if it does that, then you're going to need to replace your linear bearings and that guide rod. It will damage the new linear bearing if you do not. So these are imperative that you keep these lubricated. Again, Super Lube works great for this. We're just going to rub it into the guide rod, above and below the shaft. And you don't need to leave a gob, just a little bit heavier than you would a lotion. And do that from the top to the bottom of the guide rod. You're going to want to do this as needed. So occasionally just feel if the guide rods have a sort of a greasy feel to them. If they do, you're okay. If not, it's time to lubricate these. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helps.